Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I just realized yesterday I don't normally watch my videos after I make them, but I decided to watch it yesterday for I don't know why, and I saw that my voice was not synced at all with my mouth and my face. So thanks everybody for telling me. Hopefully I fixed it in this video. We'll find out once it goes through processing and gets to YouTube and all. If not, I'll keep working on it. But for today, two trades. Let's go. Alright, first trade of the day was here on NVDA out of the opening gates. I believe NVDA was on earnings today, but it's making a huge move here. I decided to go ahead and get short 100 shares here at 168.99, so basically 169, and I will look to add here on NVIDIA if it gets up through 170. So thinking this has the potential to do a nice pullback here. The market was popping big at the moment in the morning as well, pretty much everything going with it. So I had to keep that in mind, but this was definitely making the best move in my estimation out of the opening gates here. So it's coming up towards 170. Can it get through there? No, it's going to get stuffed there right below 170. So I do not get the add in here on NVIDIA. So I'm like, all right, let's see if it comes down towards that 168 now, and we'll look to start trying to piece this one out if I can get it down a little bit further. So it comes down to close to 168, and it keeps popping up and back into the 160s. Actually comes back up towards the highs here, and I'm like, all right, what's this thing gonna do? It's chopping back and forth. Am I gonna get the add in, or is it time to take some pieces out? So I'm like, all right, if we come back down towards 168, I'm gonna hit that button and take a partial here. So watching the bid, watching the ask, we're coming down a little bit. There's 168. I click the button, take half off right there. Left with 50 shares now, and we'll try and get those 50 shares pieced into 25 share lots and try and get those to go down further, because I really thought this thing had a potential to make a nice big flush here out of the opening gates if it could give me that nice pullback that I look for. But a few minutes goes by, it actually broke through the highs. I was thinking about adding in 50 more shares to get back to starting position if it got through 171. No longer wanted 170 because that was the high break, but it wasn't able to get through 171 this time, so it starts coming down a little bit. I'm like, all right, if it gets back down below again towards where I took the first partial, I should probably just take off another 25 here and then leave those and see what those can do. So it comes down again, get it just slightly higher than I got it the first time, take out another 25 shares, left with 25 shares to go. So NVIDIA, a few more minutes goes by and it does basically the same thing where it pops up to the highs, can't get quite through, market's still going up. So I'm like, you know what, if this thing comes down and into the profit zone again, I'm just going to cut it and look for something else on the day, because it's just not making the drop I'm looking for. I was looking for a much bigger drop. So there I take the whole thing off. Plus 55. Really disappointed in it overall, just because it had the potential to make a multi-point move pullback, but wasn't able to get it and moved on to a different trade. So later on in the morning, it was SIGA popping up on the scanner here. You can see it hitting up into the 20s. I'm watching it here, and I'm going to go ahead and start it with just a 100 share lot here at 960. Normally, this type of move and this price of stock, I would start at many more shares, but if you guys look at the daily chart on it just a few days ago, I believe last week, it made a crazy move up into the 16s. So just wanted to be really careful with this one, and if it gets back up through 975, I'll add in another 100 share lot, just because I wasn't really sure what it was going to do. So I added in another 100 shares there, and I'm only in 200 shares at 968. I'm not really expecting or looking to make any big kind of money on this one, so I'm going to decide just to put the full thing out at 958, which is below both entries, which is what I want out of any trade ideally, even though this means it's just going to be a small win. But like I said, wasn't really sure what SIGA was going to do, and I knew it had that face rip potential if it wanted to start making a move like it did last week. So put the order out here at 958. We start coming back down into the low 960s. Can it break through 960 and get me there at 968 for all 200 shares? I'm watching it. It's looking pretty good. The bid's getting eaten up, and there it is. It flushes down, gets me filled at 958 for plus $20. So, you know, that's going to do it for the day. Hopefully the voice is now synced up. I'll find out later. If not, I'll fix it. Sorry. I'll catch you later.